What's up, everybody? I'm Lisa.
I'm Brando.
I'm Big Mike.
And this is Brewheads.
You damn right.
And the Lord said,
Brewheads!
We are here today
Yeah.
with the one and only Brett.
Yes.
Hi.
It's only been 2 years in the making. So, I mean...
Actually, hold on first. Let's introduce yourself to the public who may not know who you are.
I'm Brett Hollander. I've been working with Hartford Distributors for going on 30 years now, just about. Did a lot with regular macro beer over the years, but have really developed a good craft beer department. Learned a lot, became a Cicerone, and have been to a lot of different CBCs, met a lot of different people over the years in the industry, and it's been a lot of fun along the way to get to where I'm at today, because I just came from another CBC that was just in Vegas, which was super fun, and saw a bunch of people that I know and met some new people and learned some new things. Or it's mainly for me, it's learning about trends when I go to those things and see, because my job is as a sales manager and buyer, if you will, is to a brand manager, is to bring in stuff that people want to buy. And in order to figure that out, you have to go out into the market. You have to go and figure out what the trends are.
Yeah.
So that you can,
awful.
which is ever evolving,
Yeah.
as we all know.
Liquid research.
Yeah.
So, because if otherwise that we get into an out-of-code beer situation, and that's not good for anybody.
No.
Right.
So, it's a lot of balance. I also own a disc golf course, if anybody wants to play. Tower Ridge Disc Golf in Simsbury.
Shout out to Tower Ridge.
Shout out Tower Ridge, yeah.
And a beer fest, Rising Pints.
Yes, Rising Pints.
It's the most
Yeah.
fun beer fest. It's my
Yeah.
favorite beer fest of the year.
Thank you.
Sorry, all the others.
Yeah, no, it is
It's a really good time.
It's our favorite beer fest.
I just kind of put together the best things that I had seen throughout the country at all the different other festivals that I had been to throughout the country, mainly surrounding CBCs from different parts of the country. Because good thing about the CBC, it's always in a different city, and you get to try different beers. There's just the regional beers are always different. It's always been good learning experience to go to those.
So, how was the Vegas beer?
Vegas beer. Actually, I did go out of my way to try. It's Atomic Duck.
Okay.
It's made by Abel and Baker, I believe, brewing company. It was named after the atomic testing area out in the desert, and
Vegas,
it was the only thing to survive was a duck.
Oh, no shit.
Okay.
So that's how they came up with the name. I actually did read it and try to figure out what I was drinking, because it was pretty much the only craft beer that was available at the Sphere.
No kidding.
I didn't actually go out there for CBC.
Happy coincidence.
I went there for the fish.
For the fish concert in the Sphere.
Oh, yeah.
I saw your post on social media, and that thing looks trippy.
I can't even describe the experience. The videos don't even come close to doing it justice. I tried, because I did see some videos, and I have since seen other people's videos and the feed from the show.
Yeah.
Nobody goes up.
Yeah.
The screen is up and behind you. It's all over.
Yeah.
There's a speaker in every seat.
Oh, wow.
Every seat in the whole place. So, and I didn't even know for the first 2 days, because I was standing up the whole time dancing for the first 2 days.
Right.
And then the third day, I was a little higher up in the 300 section. It's a little steeper.
Yeah.
So I kind of had to lean back and get my sea legs.
Yeah.
But then I'm looking at other people sitting down, and I'm like, oh, so when I sat down, I'm like, holy cow, there's a freaking speaker in this seat. I missed the first 2 days of it. 2 more days of it was good, so it was. I'm never gonna miss another show there ever.
Yeah.
For fish.
Yeah.
My buddy Chad's going out for his birthday to go see the Dead.
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing.
He's like, you should come. No, I can't. I get seasick in a car.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I can't even
survive.
imagine. Yeah.
No.
It'll be all right in the 100 and 200 section. I know the U2 fans talked about how it was, Vertigo people are going to have tough. The Fish fans, oh my God, they're going to be falling.
Yeah.
There was no problems.
Yeah.
It everybody got their sea legs. It was fine, and it was definitely different to 300, 400 versus
The pitch,
200 and 100.
Yeah.
But it was incredible. It was definitely worth going out there for 100%.
And also, you don't realize, like, the inside, you don't realize how big it is. Like, you know how big it is outside, but you feel that that's just because it's the surrounding building. But it's like, it's just as open inside as it is outside.
Wide
Yeah,
open,
it's
wide open.
crazy.
And the escalator area to get up there was super futuristic, like crazy.
No kidding.
Yeah, like, I can't even really explain it. The videos try to do
Yeah.
a little bit of justice, but it definitely, at this point, going forward, all non-spherical venues are a little bit ruined.
That's going to be a problem for the rest of the world.
I'm still going to go to fish shows this summer. It's just really going to be more about the music.
Yeah. Yeah. The entertainment factor, you know where to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, and I take that all back. It was terrible. Nobody tried to go to it next year.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah. No, it was the worst show. Worst show ever.
Don't
God.
go.
Don't go. Everyone was throwing up.
Drew Carey's comments are going to make it harder to get tickets next year, but that's all right. I don't know if you saw his comments.
No.
No.
He went and he posted about it, and he talked about how he would love to go again and how much. I'm definitely paraphrasing, but he would put his dick in a blender to go again. So after this was all over and posted all over social media,
Yeah.
Trey Anastasio from Fish sent him a blender, autographed blender
Yeah.
in the mail.
It said, yeah.
There you go, man.
Yeah.
Don't send it back empty.
That's graphic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would not want someone's
No.
dick in a blender.
No.
No. I don't even know why he went that far.
Maybe a dick in a
Yeah.
box.
But
So did you
Box to pack.
did you go? Did
and then
you
I
do
went to
it?
CBC.
Yeah, I was about to say. Did you do CBC stuff
While I
while
was
you were there?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hung out with a new brewery that we're bringing on next month, Mount Holly, from
Oh, no kidding.
Rutland, Vermont, from
Nice.
Oh.
outside of Akimo.
Yeah.
They've been distributing downstate and doing fairly well. So
Yeah.
we're gonna take them to the rest of the state and see how they do.
That's
Good beer,
Nice.
basically IPAs, like
Oh,
Vermont
okay.
style
Yeah,
IPAs.
yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Low ABV.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's good. All about the taste.
Nothing wrong with drinking good beer, drinking more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
always
excited
a good thing.
about it. I had found it. It was on draft at Eli's. I happened to go in one day,
Oh, no kidding.
which is not where they normally go, and they hadn't been there since. But now
Happenstance.
they'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happenstance, you saw it there, tried it, and was like, oh, yeah, no, we need some of this.
Yeah. Eli's is a good spot to go learn about beers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have been for a long time.
Yeah. That's one of my go-to spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good learning. That's a good school.
There in J Tim's,
Yep.
good spots to go learn about some craft.
Now, is it hard to get, like, the distro to Connecticut because of all the laws and stuff like that, or is it easier on your side than it is on the
Having done
brewer
this for a
side?
long time,
Yeah.
and it was harder before. The fees to come into Connecticut have always been just crazy.
Yeah.
Just crazy. Not just if you have a bunch of SKUs because they charge you per SKU. You have there's a fee per brewery. There's a fee per SKU. So you try to limit them, but then you don't really want to limit them because
Yeah.
then you're
Right.
not bringing everything to the
Right.
state.
Yeah.
So then that's where the brewery has to question whether it's worth it for them to come here. It hasn't been. Take a step back from when I started. There was no craft breweries here.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And there was some regional ones, Long Trail, Harpoon.
Mm-hmm.
But there really was nothing Catamount. There was really nothing in Connecticut. But still, it didn't really sell.
Yeah.
We started our company. We started with Long Trail as a craft from outside of the Anheuser-Busch portfolio and Heineken's and whatnot. But it took a while to grow that, a long time to grow it, and we did end up growing it to the number one outside of Vermont for sales for Long Trail. So that was a good thing. It was a little
Yeah.
feather in our cap, but Since then, it's definitely grown big time. And but I think it's also come to a point where we now see that there's enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now you've got to do something to stand out. You know, for a while there, you could just make beer and people wanted to go check you out.
Right.
Now it comes a challenging time where it's going to be more competitive. And
Palates are becoming more educated,
correct.
more picky.
Well, and I don't want to say that the field is flooded, but we do have 127, 130 breweries. You know,
It's a good amount.
It's
For the size of our state.
right.
That's I mean,
And I think that's fair.
yeah.
But now, will any more work out? You know,
It'd
I
have
mean,
to be
maybe you have to have a
pretty
really
damn
great
good.
brewer.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But those are they're all working.
Right.
Yeah.
You know.
Very true. I mean, at this point now, we almost have a brewery in each town.
Which is, if you think about it, I don't know if you guys have been to Belgium, but they're, a few hundred years ahead of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a brewery in every town. Like
Yeah.
and you drink the beer from your town.
We're just about there.
Faster.
Yeah. Because I mean, it's only been in the past 10 years that it's pretty much
The huge spike.
Yeah, the huge spike is the past 10 years.
But you see the craft breweries that are from way out didn't really work here. In Connecticut, specifically.
Yeah.
Like Firestone's not here, and it's the best brewery in the country, world.
Yeah.
Like Matt Brynolfson's fantastic. For his beer not to have worked here is shocking.
Connecticut.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's funny, but it's like if he came back, it might work.
Yeah, I think the time when they came through, because I've been after them for years
Yeah.
to distribute their beer. They ended up choosing not to go with me, and look what happened. But anyway, the beer's phenomenal. Like maybe it would. Maybe during that window, like certainly when I went after them, they would have had to skip a bunch of states. And back then, they didn't want to skip states. They wanted to grow organically. Doug
Yeah.
Odell, I went to Odell every time I went to Colorado. I was like, I get out a plane, I rent a car, and I just go straight to Odell.
Yeah.
It's like, I love it there. And I love the beer. And Doug was like, no, I'm never skipping states. Like, maybe we'll get east of the Mississippi, but I
Yeah.
doubt it. Yeah, but I'll keep your card. But and I'm sure people have had Odell. It's still really awesome. Their IPA is great, but now it's 20-something years old.
Yeah.
And it's still really great. It's all Simcoe. It's whole cone. It's
Oh, wow.
one of the first places that I saw one of those. I know Sierra started it with the Bullet, but the Torpedo.
Mm-hmm.
But they had one there, and that's what I usually when all the countries, breweries all over the country, I would take a picture next to their hop cannon. I got a slew of them.
Yeah.
Damn.
But they didn't want to skip. But now I think people are skipping around because they're trying to find a place that will they can catch some volume.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And that's the big thing now with the market. I wouldn't say shrinking, but kind of condensing and being able to get reliable customers all the time is that's the big thing now for brewers, especially in the craft beer industry. I mean, the big guys are going to be the big guys, and they're always going to have their things, but it's the little guys now that are they have to make sure that every beer that they brew is really going to be a seller.
Yeah.
Which makes my job harder of having to go to all of the Connecticut breweries and get their beer.
Yeah.
It's a tough life.
It's a tough life.
Yeah.
I know you have a hard job, but mine doesn't have.
Think about being on the outside and trying to get that beer.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah.
No one really says no to me, though.
Doing all right.
I'm doing all right.
Yeah. You're good.
No, as long as
Only
you talk
missing
about
7.
it, 'cause they're gonna need. Everybody's gonna need help
Yeah.
going
Oh, yeah.
forward.
Yeah.
You know, to get their name out there, to
Yeah.
have good experiences with their beers.
And I think that's kind of why we do what we do to help them with that. Like,
Yeah.
we don't do this for ourselves per se. We like to sit down and bullshit with people, and we like having a good time.
Yeah.
But really to help support the breweries too, and the events. Because
Yes.
Yeah.
let's not forget Rising Pint May 11th.
Is that shout out Rising Pint?
That's my birthday.
Is it your birthday?
Yeah,
It's my wife's birthday too.
Sometimes this festival ends up on my birthday, May 11th.
Wow, it's my wife's birthday too.
It's my Safe Sexy Trouble's birthday.
So
too.
yeah, so
Shout out Safe Sexy Trouble.
All right, we're also launching Wicked Weed. And
oh,
it's been a long time. I've been
Yeah.
trying to get those guys.
shit!
for a
I haven't
long
had Wicked
time.
Weed since I was in North Carolina.
Wasn't that in my garage?
Yeah. We did the Wicked Weed in your stuff.
We don't have to drink any of these if you don't want,
I want
but I
none.
brought them anyway.
I want to try some of that Wicked Weed. Oh.
So, yeah, I've known the owner, because again, that was one of the breweries I tried to skip states, bring here. Yeah, come
That's
on,
my
Skip,
shop
come to Connecticut. So they didn't.
I don't think
No,
it's
that's been over 10 years that I've known them. The owner, Ryan, and the brewmaster owner, Walt, nice guys. And I've just kept in touch with them over the years.
I was giving it to you to. Oh.
And
Give it to Brian now.
There you go.
so
There you go.
I asked them about Rising Pint, about coming to it, and I told them I would really like to have Red Angel and Medora, my favorite two beers they make, which are two sour beers. Obviously, they make a bunch of different beers, and we're not going to be launching with. Is it corked? I had no idea.
And a corkscrew.
Yeah.
Oh, give me your shoe. We can just.
So anyway, we're going to be selling Wicked Weed's Pernicious Haze and Freak. We're not really going to be selling the sours because it doesn't really bottle. When's the last time anybody bought a bottled beer from some store in Connecticut? I mean, a 750 or something caged. Obviously, I didn't know this was corked.
Don't worry, we're good. We're good.
Saved it?
You can get
We're
one.
good.
There it is.
Oh, there's that pop. We be popping.
So anyway, after all of that, we're not going to be getting the sour beers here in Connecticut.
No?
But we will have them at Rising Pint, another plug, because I asked them to send me some samples of sour beer.
Yep.
Just a little bit.
Admittedly, I'm definitely taking some from my own cellar.
What?
But
Thank you.
they did send me my favorite, which is Red Angel. And it is a raspberry. It's very similar to
Ooh.
the Jester King Red
Here, you
Angel.
can have some of mine.
It's super jammy.
Are you nervous?
No, it's cherries.
Oh.
Oh,
You're
that's
gonna like-
oh.
This is cherry. This is Cerise Morte.
I'm not gonna die.
You sure you're not gonna die?
Get your EpiPen?
Got the EpiPen?
There's no EpiPen.
Shout out EpiPens.
Shout out to you guys.
I don't need you dying over here. I don't need Mark coming after me.
Are you kidding me? He'd be happy to get that life insurance.
Hey, Mike, what'd you do?
Are you allergic to cherries?
I am allergic to cherries.
Yeah, no, this one's cherry.
I love.
Disclaimer. Disclaimer.
Oh, yeah, that's cherry. That's freaking
So this
awesome.
Oh my god.
You know how they have different levels of fruit that they use? I don't know
Yes.
if you're familiar with Casey from Glenwood Springs, Colorado.
No.
One of the best sour beers made in this country.
Yeah.
Them, Side Project, Jester King, and these Wicked Weed are as good, if not better, as they've ever been. And I know everybody's all AB this, AB that. Did not change anything. Quality is exactly the same as it ever was. And I'm very excited to start selling it next
Yeah.
month. I just wish we were having some sour so I could pilfer some for myself.
Yep.
I mean, that's the thing with buyouts. Everyone wonders how much that company has changed, have their standards dropped. But business-wise, they don't buy them just for them to,
Fantastic.
It is fantastic.
you know, just all of a sudden make shit beer. They bought them because they were making money.
It's an investment.
Yeah, it's an investment.
Same with the Tilray.
Yeah.
You know, they bought those brands from AB. They didn't buy them for them to die. They bought them to grow them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So and they've shameless plugs. we launched. They grew Shock Top family. There's mango and blueberry now, and we're just
Oh!
Shout out blueberries.
Shout out Mango.
so those we've tried them yesterday, and that is yesterday, right? Yesterday in our meeting and Friday morning, which we do drink every Friday morning, right around 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Well done.
Sampling,
Yeah.
market research.
Right.
Market research, exactly.
It's what I
Shout
call
out
it every
market
time I
research.
drink.
Yeah.
So we tried the new Shock Top brand extensions, and they were
Yeah.
both very good. I really was
kidding.
impressed by the blueberry. And actually, not for nothing, but we drank right after that was the new Storm Along Blue Skies
Yeah.
cider.
Oh, the
Oh,
ciders,
so yeah. Those
Holy
are good.
shit.
Yeah, those are really good.
I texted the owner immediately and said, "Holy shit, this is unbelievably good. And it's purple.
Oh.
It's like very, very purple,
Purple,
like jammy purple
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
for a
exciting.
cider.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like I was blown away.
Cider
Shannon
has
is
come
amazing.
a long way.
Cider has. It has come a long way.
It is
Storm Along
definitely
stuff is
underrated.
Very good.
I don't know much about cider because, I'm allergic to most fruits.
How are you doing, by the way?
Except for blueberries.
You're okay.
My tongue is tingly, so I'm going to pass on the rest.
That's a good sign to,
This is-
to keep
Stop.
it moving.
There's a lot. They use a lot of usually for it to taste like this jammy. They have to be putting right around 4 pounds per barrel.
So good,
That's
though.
so good. Yeah. It's so cherry. Oh
Yeah, it
my
is.
god, that's amazing.
I miss cherries.
So there are fruits that I don't like that I drink in beer, and it's like
Dude, I'm like that too.
You're
Fantastic.
slurring your words.
Yeah,
because you're-
your saliva is just
I'll drink any beer with anything in it. But I won't eat it. I won't eat a lot of those things.
well done. Well done. That's a good analogy. I like that. I'm gonna use the shit out of that one. There's a lot of things I'll drink, but I ain't fucking eating it.
Yeah, that
I
one.
like swearing in it.
Yeah, that
And
one's
but
good.
saliva is very well present.
Yeah, it's got your. Yeah,
Suddenly,
It's good.
you've
You ever
developed
been to a
speech
beer
impediment.
fest where it's just sour beers?
we were just
We did
April
April
sours.
Oh yeah, I
But
forgot about that.
they had other beers as well.
Yeah,
But we focused on the sours.
sour
Right.
stuff. Yeah,
There was used to
Good
be a
stuff.
festival outside of CBC. I think this one was in. I don't forget. Maybe it was in Denver. It was funk. It was just a funk fest. I think that's what it's
Oh.
called. Funk fest.
Funk fest.
I have a T-shirt somewhere.
yeah,
Funk fest, and holy
yeah.
bloated.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine.
okay, nothing else. I can't put
Yeah.
anything else in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Until you walk by the next booth, and then you're like,
You know what?
That's
that-
Russian River. Yeah, sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. We just finally had our first Pliny the Elder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good beer. It was not overrated at all. That was a damn good beer.
I was just thinking about that night.
That was a fucking
Younger
crazy
night.
night.
Is just bigger and sweeter.
Yeah.
Almost towards barley wine
Oh, okay.
because it's 11% younger.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's funny. Younger.
It's
is
just
higher
bigger,
ABV.
more maltier.
When
But
you
then
think about
they balance it with
youngers
hops.
Tend to be higher.
Yeah, they do tend to be higher.
Yeah.
Older.
Shout out weed.
Always. That's
Oh,
a given.
man.
My God, the first for sour, and I'm not really into.
Yeah,
sour.
you're not into sours at all. That's my
Well,
wheelhouse
I mean,
right
you know,
there.
there's two different kinds of sours.
Yeah.
Ones that are nowhere near as good as the ones that come in a glass bottle.
Oh man.
I like the way you think.
Yeah. there's those other sours, and they're the one in the glass
I didn't
bottles.
say they were bad.
Right, they're just
they're
the
not
others.
as good as the ones that come in a glass
Yeah,
bottle.
Yeah. Actually, I gotta say, because when we were at Oxbow,
I say bow. You say bow.
Bow, yeah.
Oxbow.
Oh man, that's some good.
Yeah, that was
sour-
some
that's some
good
good
stuff.
sour shit. They
Yes,
do some really
that
good.
is some funky stuff. That
Yeah.
guy uses some really strong yeast. You get Barnyard from his stuff. Like Horse
Yo,
Blanket, Barnyard.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, no, it's.
Aren't you sad you missed it now?
I am a little.
You sad you missed the barnyard.
There's nothing like. I'd probably eat it. I wouldn't-
Barnyard fun.
Oh, it's my brother-in-law. Yeah, he's got. His
Yeah,
No.
see, that's another thing. I would not eat something that tasted like that, but I would drink it. Because I know the alcohol is
They
going to
will
make
like
it
it?
not kill me, not hurt me, and
Yeah.
it can't be that bad.
The alcohol's gonna make it not hurt me.
That's right.
That's another good one.
That's another good one.
We should start writing
Yeah,
that down.
Well, we're recording them. We're,
A journal of Brettisms.
Yeah, Brett. Yeah. all
So
the
when you
Brettisms.
edit this, just when he talks, just
Brettism. Yep. Right.
Brettisms.
Yep.
I like that.
You're welcome.
I didn't know I had any.
Oh,
No.
welcome. Welcome.
You do now.
Apparently.
You're welcome.
Can we make a shirt? Brettisms.
You have it done by the Rising Pint?
There's so much stuff I wouldn't eat.
We probably could.
Yeah, I really, the impression I got was Vinny had made it.
Well, Vinny's in charge of everything, right? So, and
Vinny
he is
a,
the man. So
I was
this
going to
is
say,
very
Vinny
good.
is a legend in his own mind. Vinny agreed to join us for a podcast, by the way. It's so much better with the lime in it, too. I'm not even going to lie.
This is really good.
I know.
Okay.
That's a
I
very
told
large
you.
pour.
This? Oh, I ain't fucking around.
You gonna put a straw in that?
Nope.
I
I
saw
told
somebody
you
online
this was
drinking.
really good.
It's really well done.
It is.
Find your way. Okay, Mexican dark lager. 5.5.
Oh yeah, Find Your Way Back is their series of limited
Yeah, limited
Small
run,
batch
small
offerings.
batch.
Oh, yeah.
We're supposed to be in one of those.
in the pool.
We're supposed to make a beer with them.
Shoulda, woulda. Still
This is
coulda.
well done. See the tiny bubbles?
Yep.
You shake it around for a lager. When it breaks right at the surface there, those tiny bubbles, means it's a well-made beer. And it keeps coming. It's not like
I poured too hard.
it's
I can't get a swirl
going
on.
away.
Yeah.
It just keeps coming back. That's a
Let me learn.
tiny bubbles.
I can do it in small glasses.
That means it's also, naturally carved.
That's balls. Yeah.
Those tiny bubbles break out from the surface.
I'm not as good with my hands.
It's harder when you don't have one.
I like that malt. Christmas. It's good stuff.
I love everything about this.
Yeah. I like this a
And
lot.
now that I've had it without the lime, I think I like it without the lime better.
But it is similar style to that first beer we had, that Fidens.
Well, I like this one much
like
better
that.
than
I like
that
this
one.
one.
with human robot. So, do you see that on the side there? It's
With
a
human
collab
remains.
with Fidens and Human Robot, which is a Philadelphia, I think it's Philadelphia brewery. They've been making waves for lager and IPAs. I've been there once. That one's not an old brewery.
No.
No.
Good stuff though. Listened to a podcast with that dude on there.
You been to Geary's?
We used to
Maine?
sell that.
Really?
A long time ago.
In Connecticut?
One SKU. Long time ago.
Wasn't there blueberry?
Probably the HSA.
Maybe.
That was their.
You guys say HSA and I think health savings account.
Yeah. I also think that thing they do at Suffield High, the ag.
Boag?
Yeah,
Well, what is HSA?
Hampshire Special Ale.
So we were up in Portland a couple weeks ago, and I was just on the map looking at the different. This was their first time up there, my fourth time up there, and I was trying to find some new places. So I was kind of trying to expand the map a little, and we came across Gary's, which is over by Allagash, and
I think it was called the Special Ale.
Yeah?
Yeah. Red? Is it red packaging?
This was yellow, but it's also.
They also said it was changed. Didn't they say
Yes.
they changed something about it? So, what a treat and surprise it was walking in there, because it's not touristy at all.
It's the size of.
Half this room.
Yeah, like half this room. The town.
It's
Very
and
personal, very nice.
I seem to remember Gary's,
Yeah.
Gearys,
Yeah.
Special Ale. It was a Franklin product. Franklin was the other distributor we merged with.
Yeah.
Other distributors. I think they had it, if I can recall. But this is going way back to when we started this conversation about them being really no breweries in Connecticut
Yeah.
and bringing in stuff
Right.
just to see what will work, just to craft.
It was wild. They had, and they have it hanging right there on their wall. They have the 13th craft brewery license, number 13. Like it's stamped number 13, but they didn't open until what, 87, 88?
Yeah.
So they
They
were.
got their license years before they
Some-
opened.
Was it about the war? Like the husband was off somewhere? No, it wasn't the war. Where was he? He was over learning how to brew. He was over in Europe.
Yep, learn how to brew.
And meanwhile, the wife was setting up all the business side of things, and he's over there gathering recipes
Nice.
and learning how to do things.
And they brought back brought back, I think it's it's either steel or copper, 44 barrel brew house, all brick outlined. It's gorgeous.
Have you ever
They have
seen
a
that?
44 and a 22.
A brick kettle? Yeah, I have. I'm not there, no.
Do you remember the guy who designed that?
I forgot his name.
I think I'm going with Ric Flair from now on when we when we
Woo.
You don't watch wrestling either?
Isn't he dead?
No, he's
No,
still
he's
alive.
not.
No, there's a left.
What do you do for sports entertainment?
He doesn't. He just watched Bones.
Bones?
Oh no, not Bones. What's the other
What
one?
the fuck are
Not
you
Bones,
talking about?
The other one. What's
You guys
the?
pour too much. It's going to be way too long before we get to the next beer.
No,
We'll go
we're
quick.
gulpers.
Yeah.
We have a gulper in the midst.
We have. Do you guys have any real questions?
Hell yeah. Let's talk about Rising
No,
Pint.
before we get to Rising Pint, I
Motherfucker.
want to talk about something more important.
So why'd you ask?
Because I want to make sure you guys don't have it before Rising Pint. Anything about his day job?
Okay, so I do want to ask. You guys already talked about this, huh? While I was gone.
What?
The,
You like it?
Yeah, what the hell are you doing? Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah,
Go ahead, jump
putting
on
out
it.
fires.
coaxing on fire. Yeah.
This is a damn good beer.
Yeah. That's what we talked about.
Shout out Backies. Shout
Shout
out
out
Vinny and the
Backies.
other guy who made this.
Yeah.
Right.
With the guy with the Georgia sweatshirt.
Gary the George sweatshirt.
He doesn't know his name.
Who doesn't know? No one knows his name. You guy.
Zach Wild.
You.
No, I'll say Zach
This
Wild.
is a good
Ric
beer,
Flair.
dude.
Yeah, good beer, dude. Good beer,
Even
dude.
though
Made
it's
good
a
beer.
Georgia sweatshirt. We talked about why. I get it.
Okay.
That's what we did. We talked about the fact that when Clemson plays Georgia in the first game of the season for
No
college
shit.
football. At the Mercedes
American football.
Benz Dome.
No shit.
Oh, foosball.
In Atlanta, right?
Football.
Yeah. Football.
I've
Yeah,
walked around
shit.
that
Yeah, look at you.
stadium. There was no. When I was down in Atlanta, there was no. I went for a NASCAR race, and that's a nice stadium.
I hear people that actually go to Red Rocks in Colorado without a concert. That boggles my mind.
What do they go for?
Just to
see it.
Just to
the
see
Red
it.
Sox?
What's the point if there's
Yeah.
not music there?
My
Or at
whole-
least comedy. Like I would go.
I mean,
see a
it's
comedy
cool
show,
looking,
too,
but I'd rather go
for the
with
entertainment.
two birds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I only walked by the stadium because I was at the CNN
you were there,
hotel,
yeah.
so it was like, oh yeah, let
Red
me,
Rocks is you're not
yeah.
walking by Red Rocks.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead, ask your question, Lisa. 'cause
Okay,
I
thank you.
forgot my question.
Since you're such a knowledgeable member of the beer community, and you're in the distribution side of things, I would like to discuss how the viewers would be able to identify which beers should be in the case, on the shelves, in the cooler. Like, let's talk about picking out beers
Yeah.
at the stores.
Ideally, everything should be in the cooler.
Yeah, I agree.
Beer is happier in the cooler.
I agree.
Generally, wouldn't. I mean, depends on your thing. Like your refrigerator size at home. If you're buying a 30-pack, you probably might want to buy that unless you have room in your refrigerator for all of it.
Mhm.
You probably because you don't want the beer to go hot cold
Yeah, yeah.
many times. One time is probably okay, but many times is not okay. It's gonna ruin the beer, and you're gonna taste it. It's gonna taste cardboardy, oxidized. It's gonna
Yeah.
taste definitely off and lose its flavor.
Do you guys have to, do the salespeople, when they go into the stores, have to kind of do some education with the store owners about,
No, we consider those guys they manage their routes,
okay,
so they're managing the out of code, and they're sending in the right amount of beer based on the rate of sale that the store does, and trying our best to match that so that the beer is fresh out there, because it's important to everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's bottom line, and the experience when you get home.
right,
Those are very important.
agreed.
It's a good fucking question, by the way.
That is a good question.
Well, because I think a lot of people, and I'm not knocking the store owners out there, they want to make their money, they bring stuff in, but let's face it, there's some stores that don't go through the proper channels to get their beer,
Yeah.
and they overcrowd
Yeah.
their stores, and you walk in and you see, like, you know, Transcend or Skygazers on a shelf where, you know, it keep refrigerated.
Yeah.
But if you're knowledgeable, you know, right? So,
Right.
so you know, counterweight headweight fresh because it's flying,
Right.
absolutely flying. Pilsner, the workhorse.
Workhorse.
You go in the store.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's cold.
Yeah.
It's fresh
Yeah.
because it keeps selling fast. There's certain brands that you might have to check the date.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
We try to get everything in the cooler. Our drivers are very good at trying to get everything in the cooler. They're not going to put stock. You can't stock the shelves. It's too much time and
Right.
not legal. It's
Right.
if we did it, it's inducement. So we stay away from inducement.
Yes. We don't even try to induce.
No, and then and it's nobody really asks for any type of stuff. We over service our accounts, so we take care of them. I did a reset last week before I went on away to Vegas, and you're technically only allowed to do that when a new store owner. You can't really do that. You can shift things around, but you can't reset the whole store
Yeah.
Really?
unless it's a new permit. That's the law in Connecticut. So this was a new store, and
So why can
And I can tell
supermarkets
you-
reset their stores like
they
every
do it
other day?
themselves.
No, they
Oh,
don't. They
so
buy companies.
so the owner.
They have their own company do it.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
They do it, but we can't do it. It's the difference is they hire somebody to do it. We can't physically do it ourselves
The store can
unless
do
the
it.
store changes.
Yeah, the
hands.
store can do it,
The store can do it anytime they want. Yeah.
but you
Well,
can't.
And the
We don't
brewery
like
rep
to
can
go
go
in
in
and
there
do
and
resets.
tweak things. Because I don't like, and I'll do it too when I go into a store. Like, if I see I tried to get my brewery's brands together on the same shelf.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And a lot of times they'll just end up different places.
Right, right.
Some stores are really great about keeping things
Organized
together
Yeah,
and
together,
organized.
yeah.
Because I feel like there's a method to the madness.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I feel like the best way to do that is to do it by the company. Because there's not a newbie that just started drinking beer and you can't set your store for that person.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
The best way to find beer is based on the brewery. I don't believe it's on style.
No.
And I don't believe it's on package.
No, I
have
think
to
it's
believe
definitely
you're
by
easier
brewery.
to
Definitely
find
by
stuff organized by brewery rather than putting all the pilsners together.
That's why I like Manchester Wine and Liquor so much.
That's why I like.
Oh, that's a
Dummy
great store.
for me.
That's why I like Harvest Wine and Spirits. Harvest Wine and Spirits.
Another great
Yeah.
store.
Yeah.
Oh,
The way Ian has his organized is like it's the best I've seen. in
Yeah, I
Connecticut.
was supposed to meet Ian last night at
Oh, no
Talk
kidding.
About Collective, and I couldn't find him. I forgot I left my phone at home. I hadn't talked to him, and I get there, and I'm looking all over the place for him. It was a really good Jerry Garcia cover band playing, and I just looked everywhere. I saw a bunch of other people on there, but I couldn't find Ian. He was supposed to be there.
Ian was
He texted
probably
me when I left the
yeah.
house. I'm headed there now. I'm
He
like,
was
okay.
probably floating all around.
No, I looked everywhere multiple times because it's Ian. I'm gonna try to find him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
But I didn't bring my phone. I couldn't text him, and I couldn't find him anywhere. But it's ironic though. I was supposed to be with him last night.
He's a good dude.
He is.
I love
He's
Ian.
really cool.
Yeah, he's when we first started our beer journey, he was one of the first places that I went to and went to his place for craft beer, and it was like it's funny
Everybody
because
does that.
I was going to I was taking a family to Rita's, and it was like, oh, this place has a beer cave. Oh, you guys go to Rita's. I'm gonna go over here, and then I went in there, and Ian was
He's super knowledgeable about
super knowledgeable.
everything. Not just beer,
Yeah.
but like everything in that store,
Store, yeah.
he knows about.
And
Yeah.
exactly where it is.
Yeah,
Like,
And-
exactly where it is. Like,
But the fact that he could pair it with food.
right, right.
Oh, what are you having for dinner? Mm-hmm. And he'll tell you what wine or a spirit.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Like I know beer, but I don't know any of the other two, and he knows everything,
yeah.
which is pretty awesome. And they're opening a new store in Simsbury right next to Fitzgerald's,
No kidding.
which is close to my
Nice.
house. So I've been going there to help him.
Fitzgerald's.
Not inducement.
No.
He's not inducing anybody.
A friend
I'm
just
his
helping out a
friend,
friend.
yes.
A friend just helping out a
Right.
friend. That's all.
Friends.
That's
Helping
fantastic.
I
friends.
brought
It's a
Millie,
beautiful
my
thing.
dog, the other day.
There you go. See?
I love how Harvest is the only place I've driven by or gone in where that says beer cave, right? And there's a beer cave. Not like beer cave, and it's like, like that. And like little fridge. And you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, no, man. Like you walk in, and it's all around. There's stuff perfectly stacked in the middle. It's how you said, it's by brewery. It's perfect.
But he has
so
the right
easy.
stuff too.
Yeah.
And he has the right stuff.
And he has the stuff that you would have to search. You'd have to go to 5 different places to get, and it's all in the beer cave. And then you got singles on the outside.
And honestly, the way he has it set up is perfect because he has, when you walk in to the right, it's all Connecticut going along that side, and then it's out of state,
Then
and then it's imports.
Yeah.
And then you have your seltzers and your non-alcoholics and all the shit that you.
Which I'm gonna plug something because you just said imports, and I have to plug it because it just
Plug away.
blown me away. Stiegel Hell Lager.
Stiegel Hell
It's
Lager.
Stiegel.
fucking, it's amazing.
Stiegel,
Yeah?
what did you say?
Stiegel.
There you go.
Stiegel.
Stiegel. Hold on.
It's recording. I heard it.
Stiegel?
It's got its own glass. Fallons has it. It's on at Talcott Mountain. But I saw World of Beer ordered it for a program that was nationwide,
Oh, no.
and I went and tried it, and it was phenomenal. And it's in Austria, from Salzburg, Austria. I tried it. I was completely blown away, and I'm like, I got to get cans. So we ordered a minimum amount of cans, 30 cases from Austria,
No kidding.
and they blew out. They sold.
Wow.
Because we tried it in our meeting, at the sales
Yeah.
meeting, and everybody loved them. And then, like, the next week, they're like, we just got this new crazy German lager. It's super good. We tried it in a meeting. It was great. Gone. And then we keep ordering more. It's a cult beer for us. But now other people are onto it. And then it's just really good.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh that loud.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
It's just phenomenal.
That's what you get for not being a gulper.
I guess.
No, he did go, and then he had issues.
So, shall we delve into
Oh,
the
that's-
world of Rising Pint?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, we're,
I'd love to
we're,
have
we're
that.
actually trending with more ticket sales than last year at this point.
Don't
That's
say
good.
that because I didn't buy my tickets.
Yeah, I didn't
yet.
buy my tickets yet either. I actually gotta buy them next
Is there actually a limit on how many tickets you guys sell, or no? Because it's
There's
rent
not,
there,
because
perfect.
it's rents are...
Yeah, I mean it's big space.
And honestly, there's a certain amount that it costs to run it,
Yeah,
and anything more than that, 100%
is profit.
goes...
Well, not
the
profit. I
charity.
didn't mean to say
Charity,
profit.
yeah,
I
charity.
meant to the charity.
Yeah,
My bad.
But 100%.
Yeah.
Like, we cover the costs. I don't own the festival anymore. I started it and I ran it for 10 years, and I did make it and set it up so that it was legitimately just a fundraiser. Like,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
was nothing else behind it. And I never made a dime, and I still don't. But now I gave it, because I never actually really, I was using somebody else's 501c3. Reach Foundation has their own 501c3.
Yeah.
Matt Mazzocchi is my friend. He runs that. I just gave it to them, so they run it now. They get the charitable donation,
Yeah.
and it's always been at least 30 grand to 50 grand that we are able to raise from this event.
That's
Fantastic.
awesome. Yeah,
Every
that's
year.
awesome.
Which
So talk
is
about
phenomenal,
the
and it
Reach
always
program.
goes. Reach Foundation is primarily dedicated to children's charities and children's cancer, Hartford Hospital, anything mainly children related. But if something else happens, like when COVID happened, or if something happens, and it's something that is right to do, they'll do something else. But mainly it's for children's charities. But it's all charity, obviously. So, and what's great about Reach Foundation, all of their money that they make from Reach Foundation, it gets donated, 100%. The people that get paid there get paid by a different company.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So all of the money from Reach Foundation, similar to the V Foundation,
Yeah.
the Jimmy V,
Yep.
like 100%.
Yeah.
100% of Reach is donated. There's another company that pays the employees based on their other businesses.
That's fantastic. So it
Reach is
doesn't get dipped
100%.
into.
Not at all. Not a little bit. Nothing.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So
No induction.
No reduction.
It's a really good one, and again, Matt's a really good guy to work with, so that's why I kind of wanted to do this.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm going to give it away,
Right.
I'm going to give it to somebody that can do it the same way I've been doing it,
Right.
Yeah.
and I still help them every year because I know all the breweries and
Right.
everybody.
The intricacies of it.
Yeah.
But also was important the way it's set up. The music. I'm super biased.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel a little biased. Who's opening this year?
The fish cover band. It actually hasn't changed. It hadn't changed in years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the fish cover
I
band.
just love it.
Right?
I just love it, and I hope everybody else loves it too. But I love the Josh from the fish cover band, Seven Below or Live Bait, depending on who the
Yeah.
drummer is Close Your Eyes Good.
Yeah.
Like he plays Trey, just like Close Your Eyes Good. That's the best way for me to describe it. And they're playing tonight, actually. Well, this is coming out, so
Yeah.
later.
So
They played last week.
They're playing last Saturday night.
Hope you all made it.
As
At
we planned.
Broadbrook Opera House. And, a show I loved, and it was at. They're recreating a show from the Camden E Center in 1999
Oh,
that I was
alright.
at. That had one of my top 5 shows. Well, not
Yeah.
anymore after Sphere. Come on. Take out the Sphere, one of my top 5 shows. And it's not really the music about the Sphere. It's just like everything else. Every other show you've been to in your life are similar. This is not. This is changing the concert
Yeah.
concept completely. It's changed everything for
It's
me
like a
going
40
forward.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's like a
40
40. Yeah, it's like a 40
it's
show.
like you're completely engulfed
Yeah.
in part of the show.
especially
It's
and,
like nothing humans have ever
Yeah.
done before or seen before.
and make sure you sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down.
I missed it for
Yeah.
but still, like you can't sit for fish. It's so hard. It's
It's a great vibey band.
Yeah.
It's really impossible.
Speaking of great vibey bands, you also have Booyah again.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, Booyah is my favorite local band. I love Josh and but the other band is Booyah, which is
Yeah.
my favorite
Great
by
time.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always a good closeout because it gets everybody excited,
Yeah.
going, and then it's
It
okay.
also
you
helps
get the
burn
fuck
off a
out now.
little bit of
And I always put
consumption.
Lawson's specifically next to the stage so that at the end, if all the other breweries are out of beer,
Yeah.
we're always gonna have Lawson's available to fill right next to the stage.
Joey
Close
O.
out of the festival.
Yeah.
It's
I was
just that's just the
telling-
way it has to be.
I was telling everyone that's new to Rising Pint this year that they should request to be next to the stage
As much as they could.
because they will be busy.
Yeah. Yeah, for real.
Because that is absolutely one of that's the great thing
That's-
about this Brewfest is that it's just as much about music
That's super
as
cool.
it is about the beer.
And you can break away if you want to.
Right.
You can be out on your own.
Yeah.
We're allowed to sit in the seats.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to go onto the field.
Right.
But this year we're going to try something different.
Oh,
We're going to have, I don't know what we're going to give away for prizes. But because of the whole disc golf thing,
yeah.
we're allowed to put a basket out in the field, and we're going to
Okay.
have a closest to the pin, if you can actually make it contest.
Oh,
That'd be interesting.
That's
All
cool.
Yeah. Throw from one of the end zones, I guess.
Is it going to be like a donation based, like for $20 you can?
We
take
didn't
your
think
top?
this all through yet.
So here's what I'm a great idea person. I would say do a donation based because they'll be there. They'll have a couple of cocktails in them. $20,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
your name
Turns
gets
into-
entered.
This kind of stemmed from a different idea I had that I'm not going to speak about
Okay.
because I'm still going to keep it in my brain and
Okay.
There you go.
and use it for future. Because I
And
don't
then-
want another beer fest to take it. Because I'm going.
I don't blame
It's
you.
going to be one of the things that keeps Rising Pine going.
Maybe 20 is a little too much. Maybe 10.
5.
Because beer fests, you guys know, kind of.
Yeah.
I've
Competitive?
actually
Well-
tried. No, they're boring. They're
Oh.
they're dying.
So
Dying on the vine.
yeah, so
Yep.
we did
So I'm trying to keep things different and fresh. Part of it is the music, to your point.
yes. Yeah, because we did Brewers Guild and they didn't have music this year, and it was
I
nice.
liked it.
I did like it,
I need to be entertained.
but we were also working.
Yeah.
We were working, not walking around.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't a Brewers Guild to me. I'm sorry, and I love the event, and I will still do whatever I can to support everything. I'm not knocking anything. It's not a guild fest without the souls.
Okay.
Just like it would not be Rising Pint
Without
Booyah.
Yeah.
It's just there's certain things you come to expect. Like, for me, I love beer, but I can get beer anywhere. I cannot get
Right, you need more. That's why these beer fests...
whether it's a rainy day or a sunshiny day, I know I'm going to Rentschler Field and I'm going to have that coverage.
That's another thing. Is
Yeah.
Rentschler Field is a big thing about it.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's going to be music, there's going to be people, there's going to be, you know, excitement, fun. We're all going
Great
to meet in the
food
center.
trucks.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's my favorite thing is, honestly, at the end, when Booyah starts getting into their funk zone, man, and it's like, you know, a little bit louder now, and everyone's jumping, like the whole
It's a
place
nut fest at
is,
the end.
is pumping, man.
Yeah.
And it really just brings that
great energy.
community.
Great energy.
It kind of reinforces what we always say, beer fam.
Yeah.
And even though not everyone there is like as huge into beer as we are,
Right.
and not nutty like that, but it's a time when everyone comes together.
This is amazing.
So what do you guys think of this beer?
I didn't want to interrupt Lisa.
Lisa's
on her-
This is
Yeah,
amazing.
Lisa's- So yeah, we're drinking Break Time from Black Hog Brewery. Shout out Black Hog. And Indian
Oh,
Pale
that's a
Ale,
delight.
6.7%.
Wow.
6.7 horses. This is phenomenal. The smell is so floral. It's amazing.
It's floral like a New England style IPA, right? I don't want to put words in your mouth because I was kind of behind designing this beer.
You are?
Oh.
What don't you do? You're like Adam Ant.
Well, again, like I said in the beginning, try to figure out what sells.
Yeah.
And then I can coach. I'm not telling anybody what to do. It's not my world.
Yeah.
I can take my observations and tell some people that will listen what I think might work. Sometimes it hasn't worked.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
the
For whatever reason, Brass
Experience.
Bonanza didn't fucking work. It doesn't fucking make any sense. That City Steam Brass Bonanza didn't work. It makes no sense to me. It blows
Yeah.
my mind. The beer was excellent.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
label was Hartford.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But anyway.
It's
I
some
digress.
things. Yeah, it's some things.
We're not going to see it anymore. The tap handle was a whale tail.
Yeah. How does
I
that
cannot
not...
believe. What's Brass Bonanza? People would tell me. And I'm like, what do you mean, what's Brass Bonanza? I can't believe we're having this conversation. You don't know it's the theme song when Whalers scored a goal?
You know what?
Who was it that was just mocking me about the Whalers? Were you guys
Some-
there for that?
Oh, I don't think so.
Who the fuck would mock the
you about the
Whalers?
Whalers?
Some guy was absolutely tearing me up, and I'm going to remember this because
Where were you?
I'm trying to remember it all. I was so dismissive of this man
We were-
after he
yeah.
said, "You're one of those people that think the Whalers is a hockey team still."
Fuck you.
Dude, get the fuck out the state.
Fuck
That's
you.
not the point of the Whalers anymore.
Yeah.
We know.
Yeah.
97,
Yeah.
96, 97. We get it.
But you
Don't
also,
lose me.
but you know, it's funny because you have to.
It better.
There is a whole demographic out there that has no clue what the Whalers are.
Yeah.
No. I
No
disagree.
clue.
Whalers was
I saw a hat
beer.
yesterday. I saw him in the airport. I saw it everywhere.
No. They know.
What the logo
They
is.
know what the logo.
Right.
They know the clothes.
They know the jersey. They know the logos. Yeah, this is Connecticut. This
That
is Hartford.
that thought never
Whalers.
occurred to
Yeah.
me. That people
Whalers,
know
this
that
is-
it was our hockey
Yeah,
team.
this
Right.
is Connecticut, but
It was our pride.
You
for
gotta-
a
you
long
gotta remember.
time.
96.
I guess that.
And then
makes
2
some
years
sense.
later, they win the fucking Stanley Cup.
That wasn't kicking the balls.
Question about fresh beer in the stores.
Yes, sir.
There's a process that's changed recently
Lay it on
called
me.
EDLP.
Everyday low prices.
Correct.
I
That's
used to
kept
work in
beer
a
fresh,
supermarket.
but that's also kept beer fresh because
Okay.
we used to buy in, and it was maybe like every 2 months, every 3 months, so people would buy 3 months worth of product at the low price,
Yeah.
so they never had to buy it at the high price.
Right.
Yeah.
So that would create larger displays
Yes.
Yep.
with longer codes.
Yeah.
Now, with EDLP, people are buying what they need. And again, our sales managers for those routes are managing those routes so that the beer can hopefully, ideally, stay fresher.
I dig it.
So is it more like a order just in time kind of thing?
Yeah, and we
Like-
deliver every week.
Okay.
Sometimes more than once a week, so that you can manage your inventory without having to get into an old beer situation.
That kind of explains why, like in the supermarkets, those massive beer displays
Gone away.
gone away.
Yeah,
Except for
yeah.
maybe Super Bowl time when it's
Bigger
'cause it's
stores
fun.
can do
Yeah.
it, like worldwide.
Yeah.
Big
They
wide,
can do it.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I would have never thought my
Crazy Bruce.
supermarket.
Yeah, Crazy
World.
Bruce always got a display.
would have
bigger stores we can
snatched
do
my
it.
beer world.
Sorry.
Did I impress you knowing what EDLP was?
Yeah, that was good.
Everyday low price. I think Edwards used that in
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking.
Edwards, wow.
Edwards. Blast.
Edwards, baby.
Finest.
Caldor.
I go back
Edwards,
to finest.
Caldor, Ames.
Finest, yeah.
Finest
Bradley's,
supermarkets.
Yeah.
Mark and
What
I
about
met
Zare?
out in Edwards. That's
know
how
you
Mark
did.
and I met.
Meanwhile, Fitzgerald's has been here the whole time.
Yeah,
From
for
Simsbury.
real.
Yeah.
correct.
That was
Where
my
do you
first
live?
job. That was my first job. My mom
guessing
dropped me off.
Simsbury.
Yeah, I live in Simsbury still. I grew up in Simsbury.
What are you
Needed to
doing
get the hell
August
out
10th?
and not be sheltered, and went to Clemson. Then came back right to shelter. This is good, tasty.
This is the
Gary?
the
So
one
this is
from
the
Geary.
Gary.
Super malty, right?
This is
in a
the
good way.
fuck. This is the one from Geary.
What?
Have you ever been to Gary?
We you weren't here for
Oh,
that.
I wasn't here. Yeah, that's right. I was out putting out fires.
I remember
Saving
that.
the world.
As the trivia wizard, you can ask what's the 13th oldest brewery.
It'll be Geary.
It'll be Gary.
Craft brewery in the
Gear.
nation.
Geary.
Gary.
Yeah, we sold it for a little while. Gary's Special Ale.
So
They
Sam
have new
Adams.
owners.
Sam Adams opened before them, but has a later
License.
Yes.
They had the license
I remember
before, and they poured their first beer. I think he said 6 months before they did.
Yes.
I want to get back to break time, though.
Yes.
What kind of style do you think that is? I know it said IPA,
break
but I
Break
heard
time.
specifically, and only the people that listen to this podcast will know.
So I thought
That's a
was
specific style that I told them not to put on the can.
I thought it was just a pale ale. No. So what is it?
That's what I thought.
It's a cold IPA.
I was
all
gonna say
right.
this.
Why
You
you should have said it.
I want to sound dumb.
No. I thought it was
I know more than I think I know.
yes.
Yeah, we were wrong when we were.
I thought it was a pale ale. It really tasted like a pale ale.
Pink Boots, don't shoot me when I say this. There's a difference when a guy says something wrong in the beer world, but when a woman says something wrong, because women.
You do ADLP.
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
So
right?
first off, I take offense
Just speak your
to
mind.
that because you think I don't appreciate your opinion, whether it's correct or wrong. A lot of times it's wrong.
I think
Because
I'm
what
here for the
time?
jokes.
Because what day does the
I'm just here to be pretty.
Oh.
Just here to be pretty.
what days do Allagash do their tours?
So anyway, the cold IPA
Yeah.
style is
It's a
close
great.
your eyes.
Yeah.
New England style IPA on the nose,
Yes.
but made with a Budweiser background, kind of. It's
Yeah,
it's
you got
it's
that
not
nice
it's almost like a
lagery.
Kolsch,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where it's lagered longer, but it's an ale.
Yeah.
It's got corn or rice or both,
Yep.
but it's supposed to be, and this wasn't, but it will be on this batch that we're about to launch, the second batch.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be Pilsner.
Pilsner clear, like
Oh.
super clean, clear,
Yeah.
like see through. You could read a book on the
Through
other
it,
side of the
yeah,
glass.
Yeah.
Like clear.
But I gotta tell you,
But I,
That's-
but it like that might. Connecticut doesn't like change, so
Of course not.
I just asked them to put IPA on the outside
Although
of
I
the can
will say
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
instead of cold IPA.
I feel
because-
like cold IPA is catching
but we don't know
on.
that. What happened to Brute?
yeah.
All right.
That's a
Too
good
scary.
point. That's a good point.
I didn't. I just. So nobody listened to this. I'm just kidding. It's a cold IPA.
Delete.
But I didn't want to. I in marketing.
Marketing what? Yeah.
Let's just not put cold.
Because people don't know what
People-
it is,
yeah,
and
so-
they're going to get scared of it.
But like I say, the normies will not know.
I love the.
But now how educated? Like you drank it, you liked it. It's a cold IPA.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, I like cold IPAs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
I didn't like them before I tried them.
Right.
So I
Like
don't
avocado.
know if you guys.
I've never tried it. I guarantee I won't like it. I've never lost a bet.
So you think you can brew two?
Two.
Their collab, Snow Cone, was a cold IPA,
Yep.
Yes.
and we didn't make it to the release party for that.
No, we did
Right.
not.
However, it was at the Brewers Guild. Did you guys try any Snow Cone there?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't make it over to Armada. Yeah.
Armada made one.
Armada made with your mother. It was a collab of So You Think You Can Brew two winners. So it was Jack's Basement, Constellation, Homebrewers.
Yeah.
Shout out Homebrewers. Who was the guy that put all the syrups and stuff and everything?
Oh, I forgot. Oh, yeah. I forgot
I'm
his
so
name.
sorry we
Yeah,
forgot
I
your name
forgot his
right now.
name. Yeah,
I
no.
can picture you and everything.
Yeah, no. He had his great Berliner Weiser.
that
burn.
Kolsch.
Yeah, and the Kolsch. Because he had a Berliner Weiser and a Kolsch.
He makes his own
And he
syrups
had-
too.
so
like
you
flavor
could,
syrups?
So like you could put syrups.
It was wild.
He had it
was
for the Berliner
beer
Weiser,
wizardry.
but if you
You
did
know
like
what, they
a mix
did
of
that
the
at
Berliner
Thomas
Weiser
Hooker.
and
You
the
could
Kolsch.
do that at the brewery.
Yeah.
Really?
They did made a fruitless Berliner Weiss that you could add.
Your own syrup too. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's weird to me.
So that was at. So you think you can brew two, but this
hear
was
that?
the
I didn't hear
beer
that.
release. It was called Snow Cone,
I did have it.
I didn't get
Johnny's mom poured it for me.
and it was like mostly Jack and
Constellation.
Constellation
Yep.
kind of throwing out the ideas.
Yeah.
But I watched their live feed when they were coming up with the recipe and what they were
Mm-hmm.
going to do, and Johnny was like, what are we doing? It was, like, it was new to Johnny because
Yeah.
he does what he does.
Yeah.
But then you have like these home brewers that are bringing in like all of these new ideas, and he was like, okay, so we're making a cold IPA. I don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna do it. Cool.
And that was one of the ones. Have you been to CBC, you guys?
No.
No.
We were discussing in the group chat about
How do we
Possibly-
get to something like that?
going next year.
You should experience it.
I mean-
Next year they told us where.
It's in Indianapolis.
No, it's not. Is it? I don't think.
Indianapolis. Right?
Indianapolis, yeah. Yeah,
It
we-
is?
yeah.
I think it's Indy.
Yeah, it's in Indy.
What breweries are there?
That I don't know. That's the only thing I know.
Midwest beer.
Yeah.
Are we sure it wasn't St. Louis?
No, it was not St. Louis. No, because I checked. 2025
Okay.
is in Indianapolis.
Except for Founders.
Yeah, I mean.
Bourbon County.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, one of us can't make it, but the
Yeah,
boys
that's right.
definitely
Yeah,
go.
no, that's right. You can't because you would be in school.
Unless
Yeah.
I have a different job,
Yeah.
which is possible.
you know what? I feel you're sick that day.
It's not a day.
It's not a day. It's like 4 days.
You got
No.
you got something.
I went for a day and I got a lot of information.
Oh, see? Oh, so
But
Okay.
you got to pay for the whole thing.
Yeah, you have to pay for the whole thing. Yeah.
How much is
So
it?
Go to 3 days, unless you just went to 4 Fish concerts. And then you're not handling 3 days of CBC. There's no fucking way.
I don't know
But-
that I would handle
'Cause that would
3
be
days of
7 days.
CBC anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, you can handle 4 days of Fish, because this is the best thing ever.
I can
But
handle a lot of fun.
It's a lot.
How much was it
What?
to go?
The 4 days of fish.
Let's not discuss that.
He can cut that out.
Not the 4 days of fish, but
Yeah, the CBC.
it's like 1,500 now.
No.
No, I-
nowhere near that.
No,
I mean,
Oh.
for all 3 of you, yes, but
Yeah,
I think it was like $3.95.
Yeah, I think it's.
But I don't even think it was that much. And it depends on what you want to do, what level. If you don't want to go to any of the speakers,
If you just want to go to the Brewfest.
so I just bought the pass to go into the. It's not a fest, but
Yeah.
if you can, my experience on Monday was because they had more sampling than I've ever seen before at this place.
Yeah.
So a lot more. Good timing.
Yeah.
It was
And another crab got hurt.
a lot, but let me bring this up. The most excited style of beer, too, West Coast
Yep.
IPA, and West Coast Pilsner.
Really?
Yeah.
West Coast Pilsner.
Yeah, so West Coast Pilsners are, if you can picture a German Pilsner,
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
hoppy but bitter hoppy.
Oh.
This is soft hoppy.
Okay.
This is take your grapefruit, like my favorite beer from this past weekend was a Nelson soft West Coast style Pilsner.
Nelson and a Pilsner?
Shout out West Coast.
It was from a brewery from San Diego.
Of course it was.
Wow.
It was fantastic.
Nelson.
I kept going back. It was
Pilsner.
called Pinnacle something. From no, not North Coast, but something else. I forgot. I actually have it in my bag. I don't check in on Untappd anymore. I would show you on my phone, but I don't. I kept the notes so that I could eventually check it in on Untappd. Because I'm still trying to beat Jimmy Sweeney.
No shout
Since
out.
he overtook me.
He's bested you.
I think he's making fucking beer names up in Colorado since he moved up.
I like the cut of your jib, sir.
There's way too many for you to be checking in shit that I never heard of.
Yep.
How is there no label?
Making shit up.
How is there no label for that beer you just checked in?
I don't believe you anymore, and now I'm not going to check in anymore out of spite.
Out of spite.
You said good day, sir.
Good day.
I said good day.
Oh, man.
So back to Rising Pint.
Shout out Willy Wonka.
Yeah, so it is going to all the way around the horseshoe. My good friend
It's a
Rob
full
Goldberg
circle?
does the Puddletown and the games that he does in Canton, in New Hartford there. And he's going to be bringing some more games this year.
Nice.
But he does the Arrowhead, that soft arrow with the chest. I can't remember it. We drank too much. But
Shout
my
out beer.
friend Rob Goldberg is doing the End Zone out near the scoreboard to do some entertainment, some different stuff. And he's the one that does the bar rated trivia.
Oh, I know
Oh,
who he
nice.
is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out Bar Rated Trivia.
Hell yes.
Yeah. He does a good job. He does a really good job.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
Can you capture that?
Oh my gosh, what is that?
I just
Little
opened
40 weight?
Barclay
Little 40 weight?
Vortex.
Ooh.
Sauce it. Oh, look at it's still on the side of my glass.
Did you leave, Lisa, any?
Yes. You gave me a can with half full. That wasn't English.
No, it was not. You're speaking in cursive. I think everyone's in
Oh
cursive.
look, I'm doing it.
Oh, you want me to
No.
swirl
Doing
everything?
it,
Yeah,
doing it, and
yeah,
doing it
yeah.
well.
It's-
Doing it and
So
doing
yeah,
it
I
and
do.
doing
I
it
swirl
well.
every beer I pour, and I do not drink out of the vessel. Every brewmaster you know will tell you to pour it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I do not like to drink out of the can, glass. No,
It just-
I need
it's
to
not the
I
full
need to pour it.
experience.
Yeah.
If you're not drinking out of a can or a glass, what are you drinking out of? Keg stands?
I mean, like glass bottle.
Oh, okay.
The bottle. I'm sorry.
This is
I
fucking
apologize.
fantastic. What is this?
The
Barclay Vortex.
The oak.
I'm gonna call it Chuck.
The oak smell that you get is just
Yeah.
fucking. I just can't. I need this.
So Brian makes some unbelievable stouts.
Oh,
like
shit.
I'm blown away by this. Like I've not had. So obviously you guys know I've been doing this for a while, and I've been a Bourbon County stout fan for
Yeah.
quite
Oh,
some
hell yeah.
time.
That's 14.
Yeah.
I've tried everything else. I've had a nice little bottle share group. Shout out to Jasdin, Ian, Will, Jimmy, Josh
Shout
for
out.
this
Shout out Brewheads.
group that is now broken up because
Shout out
half of them
CCC.
moved to freaking Denver. But while we were in good stead here,
Oh man.
we drank some really great beers. Everything you could think of for barrel-aged stout, except for KBBS
Yeah.
from Goliath. We've had every other one except for that one.
That one. Yeah.
Nothing really compares to Bourbon County. You guys can laugh at me.
No.
No, I'm talking to the people on the other end of
Oh.
listening to
Oh,
this.
I'm about to say because
They can
like
laugh at me, but nothing holds up as long.
Yeah.
Nothing
Nothing ages as well.
Well,
nothing
yeah.
ages as well. Nothing Nothing has it just. I've tried. You walk into my basement, I have two sides of my cellar. Stout, barley wine, not too many barley wines. And then sour on the other side.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of library for Bourbon County. I even actually still have a King Henry. And I know, because the president, because I know the president of Gooseland.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Doesn't, Todd Ashram, he does not have any more, and they do not have any more King Henry at the brewery, he was told.
No shit.
Wow.
And I have one.
So you have one.
Just one.
Yeah, I'm one.
How much?
But it's 2011, though.
How much do you think you could raffle that off for?
I'm drinking it.
He's like, don't even put that idea out there. That
At the
bitch
risk of
mine.
repeating myself, I like the cut of your jib, sir.
Yeah, no, I haven't saved it this long to sell it. No,
That's
I'm
agreed.
definitely.
Oh my, this is.
But I just need the right time, and I don't know when the right time is, and I don't believe in that right time actually.
You'll feel it.
Because I'll drink it on a Monday if I had a bad day at work. I don't care. But
But that day hasn't happened yet.
no, but it did happen for one of the OG rares.
Oh.
And you guys know that one, 2010. Pappy Van Winkle 23, Bourbon County Stout, the OG rare from 2010.
Oh.
I had
Negative.
bought 2 bottles in 13. Saved them for a little while. Drink one on a Monday on a bad day of work. With one other dude. It was a good bottle. And then I shared the other one with a bunch, with that group right there that I just mentioned.
Yeah, that's a.
But there's no reason to have it now. 2010 is way too old.
Yeah.
It's gonna
Yeah,
taste.
I mean, yeah.
If you start tasting raisin and date, it's too old. It's not supposed to be there.
I understand.
On that particular one, you're not supposed to get raisin and date.
No barrel aged stout. You can get it if it's not right. It's not supposed to be there unless it's old. And what you're saying, like, oh, it's okay. It's still good. No, what do you mean it's still good? It actually isn't. Actually, you're not supposed to have raisin and date in a stout that old. I mean, that old, okay, yes, but but you're not supposed to really have that taste flavor. I mean, if you remember, you know what a fresh one tastes like.
Yeah.
There's no raisin or date in it. If you're still getting
Yeah,
some,
I had some that more so like plum. You get a lot of plum flavor, but
I don't.
That's not date.
It's not
That's
supposed
not
to,
date, yeah.
but that ain't supposed to be there either. You could throw that in my pile.
You can put that in the mason jar on the shelf.
I mean, unless it's old, and then you're like, oh, it's not.
I expect it because it's old.
It's like they made it with
I
dirty
expect
color.
it because it's old.
Right. I'm drinking for
It's
nostalgia
supposed to be
purposes.
there because it's old by design. Like if it's not,
yeah.
but then again, you don't get that from Bourbon County. To circle back,
No, you do not. No, you do not get plum, date, raisin. You don't get any of that from a bourbon.
if
County.
anything, you just the adjunct faded.
Yeah, depending on which adjunct they put in there. Yeah.
I'd like to make a confession.
Yeah, go ahead.
The beers I brought are subpar compared to what Brett bought.
Brett bought some bangers. So, we appreciate you. We appreciate everything you do.
Everything you do.
And
All
Thank
the
you,
things.
thank
Your
you for having
friendship,
me.
your follows,
Yep.
and everything
Everything.
we've talked about over the years.
and
Your knowledge and your bringing everything beer to the people,
To the
yes,
masses.
to the masses.
to the masses.
We appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Do some of these during the week.
Thank you, everybody, for watching.
We're not the mo.
Thank you, Brett. And
We got them all.
as always,
Drink responsibly, stay wobbly. Make sure Brett gets the mo. Rising Pints, May 11th, 1 to 5. We'll see you on the next one, guys.
Woo!
deuces.